Hello everybody, and welcome back to the J&D Hobbies YouTube channel. I know that we promised to do the live playing of Dying for Dancing. Our plans got squashed by the COVID pandemic. I'm doing fine, but I'm still in isolation for a few more days. We will get it done as soon as possible. The good thing was that through the delay, I have upgraded the video equipment for the shoot. Also, since I had some time on my hands, I put together a video on fire lanes and advanced squad leader. This topic came about months ago. I was unable to do a decent job of it, so I shelved it. Now, since I had some time, I went back and finished it. Please let me know what you think of it. And with that in mind, let's get started. Fire lanes are a unique form of residual firepower that is available to machine guns that are manned by good order infantry. Since fire lanes are residual firepower, by definition they are laid down during the moving player's movement phase, and they disappear during the defensive fire. In our example here, we use the Russian Maxim machine gun to demonstrate how fire lanes work. The first part is determine the firepower of the machine gun involved. To determine that, we go one column to the left of the relevant firepower of the machine gun. In this case, the firepower will go from a 4, which is the normal firepower of the Maxim, to the 2 column. All the dice rolls and modifications will be based on the 2 firepower column. The length of the fire lane is the normal range of the machine gun involved. In this case, it will be 10 hexes. We will show the 2 types of fire lanes available. The first is with the hex grain, and the second is with the alternate hex grain. You will notice that at point-blank range, the firepower of the machine gun is only a 4, not its usual 8. Also, you will notice that the fire lane can continue to the normal range limit of the machine gun. I kept the spacing close for simplicity's sake, but the fire lane can continue past the marker I have placed. I did not put any other counters out because leadership, hero, counter exhausted, none of those affect fire lanes. Only if the machine gun crew cowers on the first shot, or if the machine gun breaks during the first shot or subsequent firings, will the fire lane be affected. Now, using the hex grain example, let's assume that a Russian 447 is manning the machine gun. 2 hexes away, a German 467 crosses in front of the machine gun. The Russian player declares first fire and places a fire lane. Now, if the Russian does not cower and the machine gun does not break, there will be a 2 residual firepower from the inherent firepower of the squad, and then a 2 firepower lane replaced like so. If the grain is in season, there will be a -1 DRM to both shots for FF and AM, but there is no second -1 for moving in the open. From this point on, during this movement phase, any units that enter the fire lane will be subject to a 2 down 1 or a 2 down 2 shot until the end of the movement phase, or until the fire lane ends, either by breaking the machine gun or by forcing the manning infantry to use triple point blank fire against the target. Now, in the alternate hex grain example, let's use the same machine gun manned by a 458 instead of the 447, just to give the infantry a little more range. In this instance, we have picked the hexes with the numbers in them for those that will be affected by the fire lane. The mechanics are exactly the same. The squad would fire first and would leave the 2 residual firepower in the hex if it was within 5 hexes, or 1 residual firepower if it was 6 hexes away. Assuming they do not cower and the machine gun does not break, then these are the values of the attacks against any German units that enter the fire lane. There are several nuances with the alternating fire lane, which might give pause to use this powerful tool. The first is that for a unit to be affected by a fire lane, it has to be in the fire lane, in the line of fire of the unit operating the machine gun. So, if the center dot in question is blocked by an obstacle from view of the firing unit, then it cannot be shot at in that hex. It can be hit by a snapshot, which is a discussion for another video. Finally, fire lanes can be ended by the firing infantry only if they are forced to use triple point blank fire, or if an enemy AV stops in its hex. This concludes our video on fire lanes. While I use these videos to introduce you to this great game, the only way to really enjoy this game is to dive in and have fun. Keep playing and don't sweat the little things. In the meantime, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And like always, thanks for watching and take care.